1.5 after a great fail last time.
Son of a...
Of the Until Further Notice podcast. This is the podcast where 4, sometimes 5, maybe 6 guys sit around chatting about our favorite stuff, which is not limited to movies, games, comics, and whatever else we want to talk about. This is going to be a short one. We are going to try to recap just a little bit. Not necessarily recap. We're just going to talk about what we talked about last time. Some of it might not come back out. Some of it will expound a little bit better. We'll see where it goes. With us, we've got Mike, Jason, Jonathan, and myself, Perry. On the list, the things that we were going to talk about today, the first one was the Clash of Clans update. What did we talk about last time with that update? We just kind of focused on just the spells, really, right?
Yeah, I think so. I'm excited for that clone spell. I think that's going to be really cool, and the skeleton spell.
So, I'm looking at the webpage right now, the May 2016 update. And just a rundown, we've got Town Hall 11, which gives you Cannon level 14, Lava Hound level 4, Balloon level 7. I know we're super excited for the Balloon level 7.
Woohoo!
Town Hall 10 or greater, you get Bowler. Oh wait, no, it's Bowler housing reduced to 6. So that was, what was it, 8?
I think so, yeah.
Bowlers just didn't seem to be providing enough value for an 8 housing space unit. Okay. Town Halls 7 or greater, you get a Springtrap levels 2 to 5.
Yay, spring traps.
So those were just they were just Springtraps, right? You didn't have levels on them before?
Right.
I have to say before the discussion goes any further, but I rage quit a couple of the games that we were playing all together, and I'm just starting to get back into them again. So it's been, how long has it been? Has it been like
jeez, dude.
Just long enough for you to start a podcast about the games that you rage quit and are now back playing again.
Exactly. I think the podcast is incentive to start participating again. So we'll see about that.
There you go.
Do you call it a rage rejoin?
Rage rejoin. That's exactly what we call it. Perfect. Nice. Okay, so then there's some other, edit tools and donations of fully trained troop spells, blah, 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 that kind of stuff. You guys can read the blog. And we talked about the new Dark Elixir spell, Skeleton spell. So how do you think that's going to change gameplay?
I think it'll change things up because, right now you're having difficulty pulling Clan Castle troops out. I think it'll help pull Clan Castle troops out better. And, if you're doing like a hog rush or something like that, you'll be able to get those troops out and take them out before you start your attack. So I'm excited. I think it's going to be a cool new dynamic to the game.
So that's how you're going to try to use them. Anybody else use them differently?
Are they going to be like the other dark spells where they take a half slot?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure on that, though.
Okay. Okay, so that's the Dark Elixir Skeleton spell. The other one is the new Elixir spell, which is the Clone spell. So that one, again, just to recap, turn the spell into a pop-up army. Clone spells create a circle of spawning that creates limited lifetime copies of troops that enter. It will only spawn up to a maximum housing space of troops available at Town Hall 10. Okay, so I don't know. I really don't know how. I don't know how that's going to affect it. It seems, it seems to be kind of like what is it? The witch, or the queen, with the little skeletons that spawn out. Is that, you think it's going to be kind of?
That's the witch.
The witch. You think that's kind of how it will work? Other than you just spawning. I mean, because what if you're throwing in giants? Is it gonna? I guess it's gonna spawn giants, right?
I guess so, but I'm not sure if it will. My guess is, I haven't seen any gameplay, of course. I'm guessing that it's going to create like just a second troop, similar, the same as that troop that's in the up to the certain housing spell or housing size, and I think it'll probably just stay within that little circle And once it gets out of that circle, I'm guessing it'll disappear. But, who knows for sure until we've seen some actual gameplay. So.
Oh, so you think that it's just within that circle that you're spawning?
I think so.
That would make sense.
Well, I was thinking that just like a rage spell. Yeah, I guess you're right, because that's kind of how they work. Like the rage, everything only is affected inside that. That does make sense. So if you really want to take out a particular structure, you drop that spell and hope some of your guys are headed towards it.
Right. So say you've got a bunch of troops in the middle of a town hall and beaten on the town hall, you could drop that spell down, and it's almost like throwing in however many housing spaces it can duplicate, throwing that kind of troop back at it. So you got 2 P.E.K.K.A.s, maybe it'll spawn like a 3rd P.E.K.K.A. to hit that house for that period of time that its spell's active. That's my guess.
That makes sense. I was thinking a little bit different, where you drop it clones your troop, and then that troop is active until it dies.
Gotcha.
That's how I was thinking
that could be. I really don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
So this. Go
the
ahead.
defensive guy probably has a counter spell, so it'll spawn another Inferno Tower. If you drop that spell.
Yeah. What they don't tell us is whatever you drop it on, it clones those structures.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah.
Sort of.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Jonathan, did you just reinstall that game as well?
Maybe. There's a small possibility that I just completed my first successful attack since I've reinstalled.
Nice. Congratulations.
It was only a 1-star, 46% success, but I was able to pillage about 300 grand of gold, regular elixir, and then it was about 300 dark. So
Nice.
that's a major success for my rusty old ass. So I'm pretty happy.
That's really good.
What level is your house?
The house is 8, castle's 3.
Okay.
Very cool.
Man, you guys have much better strategy than I. Then my first one back, I think I got like 80.
Oh no, that was like my 5th attack since I've been back. That's the first one that's actually been successful in any real semblance. I've thrown away several hundred troops over the last couple of days trying to remember how to play.
Okay, got it. Yeah, because my first one back, I think I got 85 gold and like I don't know 100 pink, and I think 600 dark. It was pitiful.
Yeah, no, I had 2 attacks where I don't think I got maybe just over 30%, no stars, and then on top of that, I might have gotten 1 star, but on top of that, I only netted something like 40 grand gold and 40,000 pink. So I ended up losing resources trying to rebuild my army for another attack. So at that point, I was just like, all right, I gotta remember how to do this again.
Yeah.
So that brings up a point. What is your strategy currently, Jason? How about let's start with Jason. How about you?
Oh, okay.
I don't want to hear from you, Jonathan.
Yeah.
It's my turn. No. Right now, I'm just using very standard Go Wipe. 3 golems, like 22 wizards. I think 4 archers and 4 wall breakers and 2 P.E.K.K.A.s. So very simple. Try and break through to the middle, break on through to the other side, and take out the house and get 50%.
Cool.
What are you carrying for spells?
2 rage, 1 jump, and 2 freeze for Infernos.
Okay.
Yay, Infernos!
Pretty effective so far, then.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's the occasion where I will just lose everything, but most of the time it works out for me.
No, that's not when you hit my free gold base, is it?
No.
Nice. Okay, Mike, how about you? You've been playing still a ton with Jason. What are you rolling with?
I'm still running a standard Go Wipe like Jason, but I don't have my army camps maxed out, so I've got 20 less troop spots than he does. So I'm running 2 golems, 3 P.E.K.K.A.s, and what do I get? Like 17 wizards, 4 bombers, and a handful of archers. I'm carrying 2 free spells, 2 jumps, and 1 rage.
Cool.
Okay.
And 1, what do you call that one?
Poison?
Poison, yeah. That's
Balloon.
Yeah.
no mas balloon.
How did that go again?
Awesome. All right. So, how about you, Jonathan? What are you rolling with? Have you planned it out much yet?
So really not. It has not been a in-depth plan. So really, I roll out with like 5 giants, or 5 to 8 giants, about 10 wall bombers, a blend of archers and warriors, more archers than warriors. I use the warriors as kind of bait to get and distract the cannons and whatnot, so that my archers and wall bombers can get in. And then I do the rest as goblins. So my goal is to try to break through to treasuries at least as close as I can. And then I run with 3 health potions. So as soon as my guys start getting bombarded, I throw 1 down, throw my king in, and see how it goes. So it's 20% success rate so far since I've been back playing again. So I should probably modify my strategy, but it's my defense is actually decent. And before I rage quit, I had Jason and one of our other guys that was playing with us at the time kind of help me out with how to lay out my base so that it looked attractive to attack, but was really difficult to get into the middle. So and so far, it's I've had a couple of successful attacks against me, but they're not grabbing a ton of stuff from me. So
cool.
Nice.
Yeah. That's also a good strategy too. Is just stay poor.
Yeah.
It's called wall mode.
Wall mode.
That is my strategy. I'm still rolling with 12 hog riders, 12 giants, 61 archers, and 3 health. Healing spells. So it's pretty basic on my side. Still
Very cool.
Town Hall level 9. What level are you guys?
8 for me.
10.
Okay.
10. Still.
All right, cool.
Perry,
Yeah.
do you still like to fill your clan castle with bombers?
Oh man, every chance I get.
They just rock the defense.
Do you remember that? I was like,
Yes.
I really thought that I was gonna get at least halfway through that town that I was attacking. It didn't do anything. It was, it was just pitiful.
It was a pretty spectacular fail, though.
It was fun.
It was fun to watch.
Yeah.
For those who
Boys,
don't
I really
know.
gotta hit the road.
Okay.
All right, Mike. Have fun.
We'll talk to you guys later.
All right.
Cheers.
See you.
Bye.
I was going to say, for those who don't know, what Mike and Perry were talking about was Perry decided he was going to do an all-bomber attack on a base, and it was spectacularly bad. It was fantastic.
Yeah, I'm notorious for just because I don't have a whole lot of time to play or dedicate, to this game to really be accurate and really be involved in every single attack and all that kind of stuff. So I will just be like, you know what? I'm just gonna roll with, all this or all that, just for a stupid effect. And sometimes it's turned out okay. Sometimes it was a major fail. That was the bomber. What was the? Oh, didn't I do the all balloon attack?
Yeah. Weren't
That's
they like
right.
level 1 balloons too or something?
Yeah, level 1 balloons, and I think I got pretty far on one of them. And then I tried it again. It was pitiful at that. I think they had an air defense or something like that, and it was just a waste.
Yeah, I've done 3 or 4 dragons, and I knew about the ground to air rockets, that look like fireworks or whatever. I did not know about the air gun thing that like blows your air units backwards. Like that
Oh,
was that I had never seen those before because I was just so excited that I had dragons. So my guys kept getting blown backwards and then bombarded by all of the other defenses. I was like, okay, so that didn't work. Let's try something different now.
Nice.
we call them hair dryers.
Hair dryers. Yeah.
So speaking of strategy, what about the Contest of Champions? You guys have been playing that a ton. Is there any type of strategy in that particular game that you're going for?
So there's three real modes of gameplay. The first is questing. The second would be what they call PvP, which is not really PvP in a PvP sense. It's just a roster that you choose versus a random roster of somebody else's stuff that the computer controls. So it's not like you're fighting somebody live. You're just fighting their roster. So, and then the last one is the Alliance Quest, Alliance War stuff. Each mode has a different type of strategy to it. With the questing stuff, your goal is to 100% all of the paths in each quest, and that nets you tons more bonus stuff. You use said bonus stuff to level up your champions. It's a good way of slowly progressing through the game as it is. Part of the problem when you're trying to increase the levels to your champions is that you'll very quickly run out of gold, and this is a reoccurring problem. So PvP is really where you can net a tremendous amount of money by cashing in the battle chips that you earn, because those battle chips crystals tend to drop a lot of gold. And then finally, the Alliance Quest and Alliance War is all about team coordination. And the better you coordinate, the more success you have, the much better rewards everybody gets. So it's no longer, you have to bring just your champions and bring your A game. It's everybody has to bring their good champions, and everybody has to bring, an A game. And then at the same time, it's, okay, you two go down that path. One person goes down this path. If somebody's, down and dead and they don't have any more revives, we need to send somebody else down the path to help clean it up, that kind of stuff. So depending on how you want to play is really, it changes up the minute strategy from moment to moment. But for the most part, right now I've been playing the Alliance Quest stuff and then the seasonal story stuff. Right now it's the Captain America Civil War stuff. So I'm not doing that much in the way of PvP.
Cool. How about you, Jason? Anything different?
I actually recently rage quit that game.
Oh. Was that last night?
No, it was earlier this week, I think.
It was about a week ago, right?
I just got really tired of the grind.
Yeah.
All I did was 2-star versus 2-star, the 3-person versus 3-person arenas, and it's just a constant, never-ending grind, and you never get enough gold to use anything.
Yeah.
It's really a huge pain. So
Yeah.
I got tired of it and decided, it's a little bit more fun to play Clash, and I don't have to spend as much time on it. So I went back to Clash.
Yeah, contest is extremely grindy. There's no pretty way of putting that. It is. They do the Korean MMO thing really, really, really well. Like just. Oh, you've done grinding for the last 3 hours? Here's 4 more hours of grinding to do to get to the next tier. So,
yeah, that was the main reason why it was so frustrating that I quit. But I reinstalled it, and the game is huge. I mean, it's just giant.
Yeah.
It's like 400 megabytes, something like that.
yeah, it's a big game.
And that was the other reason is I was running out of space, and I was looking at my phone. I was like, what have I got on here? I'm playing Angry Birds. And this game, so there's something that I've got to look at and clean up my phone. But it's like I was running out of space, so I and then plus the whole grind thing, it was just like I couldn't keep up, and I got angry at the game, and I was like, forget it, get out of here. Good thing I didn't delete my account, but I was hoping I could do some auto bot stuff for contests, but I can't figure it out. I haven't figured out a way to do it properly.
Yeah, I think that it's one of those games where I go through spouts of really active and then really not so active.
Yeah.
This last week I've been mostly inactive for the Monday through Friday. Yesterday I did some extra stuff, and then I don't think I've even logged in today.
That's cool. Yeah, I just logged in just as we're on the podcast here. And I'm still like level 25. You guys what level are you guys?
I
don't even
I
know.
I have 50, something like that.
Yeah.
Well, Mike is
so behind. Mike is way up there.
Yeah, Mike's high 50s, low 60s, or something like that.
Yeah.
But he's also like he's got some of those like heavy duty like theory crafted strategies put together,
right.
Like how to build your team and who to pair in what situations, and like I'm just all right, who's my strongest guy with the most amount of health? Let's do this. I haven't gotten that in depth to the game.
Well, he dropped I don't know, we'll have to verify with him, but he dropped some real cash into it, more than just the $5 one-off or something.
Yeah,
right?
No, I have too. I think collectively, and my wife isn't here, so I can admit this. I think I've dropped about $100 over the span of it's over the span of a year that we've been playing the game for. So It's not like I did it in one fell swoop.
Yeah.
The most I've ever spent in one fell swoop was I think $30 at one time. Most of the time it's $5 here, $10 there.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. Because I do enjoy the game, and I want the developers to get them dollar bills, y'all.
Yeah.
So,
Yo.
but beyond that, like I'm probably not going to put any more cash into the game. It's way too grindy. It's not satisfying enough, and the pricing is a little nuts.
Yeah.
If they gave you a little more for a little less, that might be a different point. But right now, you get very little for a lot of money.
Yeah. Yeah. What was it? You can buy a 4-star if you have the opportunity after you open a 3-star for 2,500 units, and I think you get how many units is the $100 that
That's 4,800. Hang on, I'm looking it up right now. Oh no, 30. Okay. Right now it's 3,100 for $100.
Okay. So $100 you could buy a 4-star.
Yeah. So you're like $75 to buy a 4-star champion, and it's going to cost you another $80 just to rank them up to rank 4, another $160 to get them up to rank 5. So it's like I said, it's the cost benefit ratio for the cash shop is just not there.
Yeah, it totally doesn't make any sense. And that's as you brought that up, that's totally what was frustrating about the game, as well as, if you spent money to buy whatever, it's just a chance to get that. It's not like you're actually getting that thing, and that was the frustrating part.
There was a Reddit post where someone had said something like, "What's your favorite part about Contest of Champions?" And they're like, "All the 2-star champions."
Yes. Nice.
It's so funny because every time it's that gambling trigger in your brain where every day you get your daily crystal, or you cash in a bunch of battle chips, or you cash in a bunch of alliance crystals, and you start spinning these crystals open, and you're just getting 1-star champions, 2-star champions, duplicate 2-star champion, 3 duplicate 2-star champions. It isn't until you cash in your 3-star shard crystal or your 4-star shard crystal that you're going to be guaranteed that star of a champion. But even then, like there's a couple of guys in our alliance and myself that have like 4 of the same type of champion, You know, 4 cosmics and 0 sciences, or 4 techs and no mutants. And there's so much RNG that doesn't favor progress. It just favors, you know, the crappy champions you already have, or that perception that, you know, hey, here's another useless champion that you're not going to do anything with. So,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of pretty frustrating. Okay, so enough about that game. It's funny, I totally thought, Jason, you were in the game still. I didn't even realize that you had quit it.
yeah, he gracefully bowed out, and everybody in the alliance was, we shed tears and we broke bread. So,
Nice. Nice. Okay, well, let's do a quick round of the table on what other games we've been playing. It doesn't have to be mobile or anything, just whatever you've been playing this week. And how's it been? And real quick thoughts, and then we'll wrap it up. So, Jason, let's start with you.
Cool. I've been playing a lot of that Clash Royale. It's actually a lot of fun. Very, very addictive little game. It's basically like a card-based system. So you get cards, and with additional, say you get like a giant card, because all the characters are based off of the Clash of Clans characters. So, you know, giants, Valkyries, and you get potions and stuff as well. But to level those up, you get these random cards from treasure chests that you earn and open. And then, say you get like 4 giant cards, you can then use gold to upgrade to giant level 2. And then, you know, 10 giant cards to upgrade to giant level 3, etc. And so the basic idea is you use these characters to attack another enemy's 3 castle base. So you know, send in giants with some wall breakers or something like that who actually throw bombs in this game instead of blow up with them.
Nice.
And you can attack this guy's, you know, first castle. And once you've taken out one castle, and if you take out the main like king's castle, you get all 3 castles automatically. So it's a fun little addictive game that, you know, I highly recommend if you enjoy Clash of Clans. It's a lot of fun, and it's very simple to play too.
is it an alliance or a clan based game like Clash of Clans is?
Yeah, and we actually have with Jeff a clan inside there as well, and you can request cards of a specific kind, and other clan members can donate you cards based on what you've requested, so you can help upgrade your troops that way. It's pretty cool.
Cool. I installed the game, so I just haven't fired it up yet at all. Like, I haven't even opened the game, so I'll probably do that this week, and maybe next time we can have a discussion on that once I get into it a little bit more and you get more in depth into it.
We're gonna judge the tutorial and then write scathing reviews on the app stores
Sounds good.
based on
One star.
how enjoyable the tutorial was.
Nice. How about you, Jonathan? What have you been playing?
I've actually been all over the board this last week. So on mobile, I'm playing Contest of Champions. I still play Spider-Man Unlimited, that endless runner Spider-Man game. But I play 3 or 4 minutes a day, and that's it. I'm done. So a couple of runs, and I'm out. It's just a quick little mindless fun game for me. On top of that, Disney Kingdoms. I don't know if anybody's heard of this, but it's basically Farmville set in Disneyland. And since I'm a gigantic Disney nerd, that kind of rings up my my slightly embarrassed to admit it, but that's a fun game.
So hang on that particular note. So Disney, with the news that they're not going to be pushing any more new games out, how does that affect this particular type of game?
So they're not developing games in-house. That was the big announcement that they really came out with. It was kind of bypassed by the whole "we're closing down Disney Infinity" announcement that came along with it.
Okay.
So things like licensed product, so Kingdom Hearts with Square Enix, Star Wars games from EA, those licensed properties are still going to be developed by other developers. They're just not going to be developing games in-house anymore. I think that there's some speculation that with the massive delays and budget problems that are occurring with Shanghai Disney, that it's really affecting the bottom line for Disney proper. And so they're trying to cut losses where they can and start saving some money because they realize that the Shanghai Disney build and opening is going to set them back a lot more than they thought it was. But this Disney Kingdoms game I'm assuming you could probably keep the game up and running with a staff of 5 people. You have the basic farm bill pretense. You're just generating, mathematical algorithms, some new sprite art, and then a cash shop, and that's about it. Like, I realize as a sysadmin that it's not a fulfilling game, that it's not a challenging game, but it's fun to play in Disneyland when I'm not there.
Nice.
The other game that I've been playing on mobile is actually tied to one of the PC games that I'm playing nonstop right now, and that's called Battleborn. So there's a mobile game called Battleborn Tap, which you guys saw me on our meeting on Monday morning with our boss, standing there just tapping my phone a whole bunch.
Yes.
So
That's right.
it's a shooter game that you shoot the bad guys every time you touch the screen, along with Battleborn champions so you got Battleborn champions on the left side of your screen, you've got the bad guys on the right side of your screen, and then you can just tap anywhere and you're assisting with the damage. If you log into that game using your Shift account, and then you log into the PC or PS4 or Xbox game with the same Shift account, you unlock a character skin in the game. So that was the main reason I downloaded it, was because I play the game on PC, and it's free, or for mobile. So I was like, I'll just get a free skin. And it's one of those games that it's not fun at all. It's extremely repetitive, but
Battleborn or the
Battleborn,
mobile, the Tap.
No, Battleborn Tap, the
Got it.
mobile. Literally, all you're doing is you're touching the screen hundreds of times,
Man.
and then you're choosing what to upgrade. Like, that's it. That's all there is to it. There's no strategy. There's no. It's really time gated. That kind of thing. But it clicks that reward pleasure center in my brain that I'm like, I just gotta keep going, guys. I'm gonna do something different here. Oh, nope, nothing different. But I'm just gonna keep trying because I'm pretty sure there's something different coming up. Nope, that's the same thing over and over and over again.
Well,
but
that's
maybe the next one is different.
Nice. Nice. So they really went to the next level in that kiss.
Yeah,
method.
yeah, they really
Keep it
did.
simple.
So here's my defense of Battleborn Tap. The game Battleborn, because I played on PC, is freaking amazing. Like, I have spent an ungodly amount of time irritating my wife and ignoring my children playing this game. So they can have a crappy mobile game because the actual game is just a tremendous amount of fun right now. So yeah, the mobile can suck. That's fine. It's the Battleborn light. The diet caffeine-free Pepsi of an enjoyable game. So on PC, I've been playing a lot of Battleborn, especially
Nice.
since they have this weekend was a double XP weekend.
Okay.
We're in double XP for both your character and then all of the characters that you play. So you've got your command level, which is your personal level. And then every time you play a character, you earn experience for them up to a certain point. So as you progress through their levels, you unlock little features and taunts and skins and that kind of thing. So there's no, if you want to access, all the good stuff, you have to micro pay for everything. You can literally earn everything in the game once you've bought it. It just takes time. So That's what I've been playing a lot of right now. It's just a tremendous amount of fun.
Cool. So I've been doing half the time is still on Battlefield 4. My brother loves to play that. He can't get enough of it. So I've been jumping in there once in a while. But again, I haven't had a whole lot of time to game just because I've been working on some other things, some real life things. And but the other one that the other one that I've been trying out is Stormfall. It seems interesting. I'll probably not go too far. I just want to find out what the game is, really the in-depth. I like to see how games are designed and how they work together with all this stuff as well. The biggest part is one thing I don't like about it, and the problem is I'm comparing it to Clash. It is a Clash type of game where you build a town, you upgrade all your troops, you upgrade your buildings, all that kind of stuff. You can put away guys if you get attacked. You attack other towns, I guess, is whatever you call it. But it's all set in it's medieval time periods, kind of, there's dragons and all that kind of stuff. Similar to Clash, I just wanted to see why it was ranked pretty high in the Google App Store. So with that, once I find out what it's all about, I'll either recommend it or not. At this point, you can't build more than what you're given, in the sense each location appears to be that type of building only, and you have a set amount of things that you can build.
So I'm taking a look at it right now. The art style kind of reminds me of Age of Empires, like
Yes.
Age of Empires 1, Age of Empires 2.
Yes, and that's what kind of drew me in a little bit. I don't know. I'll next time I'll give a proper review of it, and we can see where it goes. But I figured, give it a try. I'm kind of in the middle of different games. I've been doing. I went back and tried to do Angry Birds. I've never finished one of them. Angry Birds Space is giving me some problems, so I'm trying to get past. I forget which level it is, but it's not that far into it. So I just want to clear it. Just it's like one of those. I want to finish that particular game.
Yeah.
And then my kind of brainless one is, it's kind of cool. This one was recommended on the Google App Store as well. It's called Alto, ALTO, and it's a downhill skiing game.
Is it on iOS or is it only Android?
I believe it's iOS as well. You can probably search for it. I didn't look, but it's it's pretty funny. Your goal is to save your llamas from, I forget why, but the further you ski down, you can grind on light bulbs, strings, and it's just kind of interesting. But the artwork is pretty cool. So with that, it's I've been playing that. So we'll see how it goes. It's one of those.
It's Alto's Adventure, right?
Yes, Alto's Adventure.
So for disclaimer purposes, it's $2.99 on the App Store for iOS.
I think it was free.
So heads up. I don't know if you nabbed it during a free promo or something, but
Maybe so.
It's $2.99.
Okay, good to know. Yeah, if it's on a promo, get it, because it's kind of fun. I'll demo it for you this week and see how it goes.
Sweet.
Tina, eat your dinner. Gosh,
Yes. Give me one of your tots.
get your own.
Nice.
Sorry.
Okay. Well, cool. Thank you, guys. This has been a pretty good discussion. I think we'll increase kind of the detail and everything else that we're talking about in future podcasts. We don't yet have a particular location for listeners to go to and make comments. I'll be getting that soon enough to start getting comments. I may post this video on YouTube so we can have a video cast here. The other thing that I wanted to note is how to contact us. If you want to directly contact us, I am located on Twitter at MaxCoder, MaxXCoder. Jason, do you have any account?
I do. It is at TO_Jason_Hanson, HANSON.
All right, cool.
That's my Twitter.
And Jonathan?
You can reach me on Twitter at Blade Marshall, BladeMartial.
Nice. Okay. All right. Well, over and out. Until further notice.